United States banking giant Fidelity files Metaverse trademarks and plans to offer financial services in the Metaverse. Vladimir Putin calls for peace talks with the West. Guys, Wall Street is looking to buy all the single-family homes. And economist Peter Schiff says that this may be a crypto extinction event. Guys, you're definitely going to want to stay to the end of this episode because I got all these stories and more, plus the top crypto news stories of the week the mainstream media is definitely not talking about. Anyway, guys, let's get straight into it. Huge story just broke, guys. Fidelity plans NFT marketplace and financial services in the Metaverse. Wow. So check it out, guys. They filed these trademarks, and this is what it says, guys. The company has filed 3 trademark applications covering NFTs plus a Fidelity NFT marketplace, Metaverse investment services, virtual real estate investing, cryptocurrency trading, and more. Guys, this is huge. So while the mainstream media talking heads, crypto is going to be banned and all of this, one of the largest banks in the world is literally launching an entire Metaverse plan. So guys, I went on Fidelity's website. Check this out, guys.
At Fidelity, we're all about engaging and informing a new generation of investors. And it's taking us to some exciting places. Introducing the Fidelity Stack, only in Decentraland. It's not our first Metaverse rodeo, but we are the first brokerage firm to have an immersive, educational Metaverse experience. The Fidelity Stack is gamified, interactive, and educational, where you can learn about the Metaverse, investing basics, and our new Fidelity Metaverse ETF. So drop in, cut loose, and share your thoughts. We're evolving right along with Web3 to continue driving innovative financial experiences. See you in the Metaverse.
So a couple things from that I want to note, guys. Very interesting. And look, I know it looks kind of primitive compared to, newer video games, but first thing I want to note that it's built on the Decentraland. So if you don't know what Decentraland is, it's a metaverse built on the Ethereum blockchain. So as always, guys, not financial advice. I am not investing in Decentraland, but I'd say if you are a Decentraland holder, super bullish that, a banking giant is planning to build, an entire metaverse strategy on that platform. Now, think of it like this, guys. We have Web 2. Web 2, you go on Fidelity's website, a 2D, front-facing screen website, not interactive like that. Think of Web 3 as, you're going to be immersed in this, so you can enter the metaverse and do all your financial stuff in a 3D virtual world. So think of, what Fortnite looks like, Minecraft, games like that. I think that this is the direction that not just Fidelity's going. The entire world is going to adopt some type of strategy like this. Now, guys, I'm not somebody that wants to put on a headset and go into the metaverse. I think the metaverse is going to be a great business opportunity to make money. And I do think that, just like people abuse the internet, stay on the internet, play video games too long, I think that, people will abuse this because I think, over time it's going to develop and become really fun. But I thought this was a wild story, guys, a wild story that it's progressed this far, that Fidelity is this far ahead, and they're gonna have an NFT platform. Me, guys, I do all my stock trading on Fidelity. As always, guys, not financial advice. I'm not paid by Fidelity or anything, but I'm gonna probably do all my crypto trading, all my NFT trading on Fidelity when all of this launches, unless a decentralized exchange is more developed later on. But guys, this is super bullish. Because again, we hear all this rhetoric. Biden's going to ban crypto, this and that. Guys, who do you think has more power? Seriously. Joe Biden or Fidelity Bank? Let me know in the comments which one you think. All right, guys. So super bullish. Next story, guys. Vladimir Putin tells state TV he is ready for peace talks and prepared to negotiate an end of the war with Ukraine, but it's up to them. Check it out, guys. Here's his own words. However, we're prepared to negotiate some acceptable outcomes with all participants of this process. But it's their business. It's not us who refuses to talk. It's them. So what Putin is saying, guys, if you want to update on the war, over half of Ukraine doesn't even have power right now. They're constantly being pounded by drone strikes. The United States obviously sent military aid, Patriot missile systems, guys. The war is pretty much over. Russia, because of the cold, Russia just needs to wait them out. They don't have power. They're all going to freeze to death. It is tragic what's happening over there, guys. As always, anti-war on this channel, pro-peace. But essentially, guys, our politicians in the West, they're profiting off of this war. So they love this war. They love profit. They want to destabilize Russia, guys. So anything to be a thorn in Russia's side, they want this war to escalate. They want this war to possibly go to nuclear war, because then through the chaos, through the anarchy, it would give our leaders in the West more power, and they want to destabilize Russia. That is pretty clear. They don't care about the Ukrainian citizens, because if they cared about the Ukrainian citizens, why don't you see any interviews from Ukrainian citizens that are begging for this war to stop, that are begging for the West to stop intervening? Other NATO-backed countries are actually, distancing themselves, because they're going to be relying on Russia oil and gas really soon. Because the United States, we shut off all our oil. And now we're reliant on Russian oil. China's not going to stop buying from Russia. So, guys, this war's got to stop. I hope that peace happens soon, guys. And the reason why I cover this, because if you're in these markets, and if you think that this war is going to escalate, and you're going to have some crypto bull run in the midst of a World War III type scenario, you're tripping. But hey, stranger things have happened, guys. So let's just pray for peace, guys, because I think if some type of peace resolution does happen, it's good for the world. And of course, it'll be good for markets, guys. So as always, guys, I'm going to stand with the citizens of Ukraine, because I know they don't want this. And I think that, me and you, people watching this, I think we have more in common with the citizens of Ukraine and less in common than we do with the politicians of Ukraine, because the United States government, guys, we're funding their entire government. Check this out, guys. Check this out. The Libertarian Party posted this. U.S. national debt. Guys, $94,000 per citizen. Look at this debt. This is, our spending. What we spend is over our budget. So it is actually insanity that we would send money to another nation, especially a nation that, has neo-Nazis. I mean, guys, look up the Azov Battalion. These are literal neo-Nazis. So this is a country run by a dictator that has a cozy relationship with the West, because our politicians are profiting off of it, guys. They love war. They love their war stocks. They love their portfolio of all their war stocks. I mean, guys, look at Nancy Pelosi, just the best stock trader in the world. I guess she's just a genius, guys, that she can pick all these stocks. I mean, something's got to change, guys. Something drastic's got to change, but I think we are having a mass awakening. I mean, guys, check this out. Pelosi just sent $45 billion to Ukraine. Meanwhile, this is her district. This is in San Francisco, guys. And look, have you ever been to California, guys? I absolutely love California. It is probably the most beautiful state, one of the coolest states in the country. But it's a shame that people like Nancy Pelosi, guys, they talk about an insurrection. They talk about an insurrection happening in our capital. Guys, a foreign dictator just came into our capital, demanded money from our citizens while we have a homeless problem and citizens sleeping on the street. Imagine if that $100 billion that we've sent to Ukraine stayed in this country. Imagine all the problems we could have fixed, guys. We could have ended homelessness. So again, our politicians, they don't care about you. They don't care about Ukraine. They care about the bottom line, and that's money and power. It's all they care about. Sorry, guys. And for those of you still stuck in that right versus left paradigm, I hope that you awake from this, guys. I hope that you realize that all the divisiveness, it's just to keep you occupied. The divisiveness is just to keep your mind off of what they're doing and fighting with your fellow neighbors, fighting with your fellow brothers, fighting with, your constituents in your community. Because if we're divided, we can never wake up to see what the real problem is. And the real problem is people like Nancy Pelosi, is people like Chuck Schumer, is people like Joe Biden. And, I could go on and on, guys, because it's not just the Democrats. It's the Republicans, too. But, guys, I think we are having a mass awakening. So, next story, guys. Check this out. This is from Biasly. I've just kind of found this website, and it's interesting because the article I picked out, so it's got a meter if it's a liberal article or if it's a conservative article. And this article was dead in the center. So I thought that was interesting. Again, I don't know. They're using AI to determine the bias rating. So it's a center-based article. And what it says is this. Wall Street landlords who've stockpiled $110 billion are lying in wait for their biggest American home buying spree yet. That's interesting, guys, because I've talked about this extensively that, while we've seen, the housing market, while we've seen, the crypto and the stock market hit crazy all-time highs in the last 2 years and then see a drastic pullback, a drastic correction, crash, whatever you want to call it. And, what I want you to think about is that, take your favorite crypto, take Bitcoin, 69,000, and then, down to where it's at 16, 17,000 right now. Where do you think that money is? So for it to go down, someone had to sell. Someone had to sell that. For all these tech stocks to have these crazy high valuations and be where they are now at all-time lows, essentially, 2 or 3 year lows, where did the money go? I'm telling you where the money goes. The money is sitting with asset managers. The money is sitting with hedge funds. The real people who control the markets, not the guys on Twitter, not YouTubers like me, not, your friend at work that, bought $1,000 of Dogecoin on Robinhood and he decided he's going to sell because crypto's a scam and Joe Biden's going to ban it. They don't control anything. The hedge funds and Wall Street control the markets. They choose what the markets want to do. Right now, the sentiment of the United States is recession and war. So what they're going to do, they're going to trade off that sentiment and tank everything. Now, what they're going to do next is whenever there's a crash, there's always a pump. So what they're going to do is they're going to pump it and then they're going to rug pull you again. And if they keep doing that, keep pumping all-time highs, pull the rug, and then by shaking you out, they're accumulating. So yeah, they may sell, but they're buying back in at a lower cost basis. So right now, I've told you this, that I'm stacking as much fiat as I can for the crash, and it's an everything crash, guys. It's an everything bubble. It's not just going to be real estate. It's not, and I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm not trying to. I mean, guys, you've BlackRock's come out and said this. BlackRock's come out. This article. You've seen multiple articles saying that the crash is coming. That assets are going to be at all-time lows. And do you guys think inflation's going away anytime soon? Do you guys think that we just sent $1 trillion to Ukraine? Where do you think that money came? Printed out of thin air. Inflation is just getting started. We have nowhere. Oh, but Kevin, they raise interest rates. The smartest and one of the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, is saying exactly what I'm saying, that raising interest rates is going to do nothing but hurt people like me and you. It's going to create more economic turmoil and economic pain, but that's what our overlords want. They want you to feel pain. They want you to support Ukraine. They want you to bow down to the supreme leader Zelensky. This is what they want, guys. They don't want you having financial freedom. If they wanted you having financial freedom, then why didn't they teach you what a mutual fund was in high school? Oh, but Kevin, they didn't have time to teach us what mutual funds or index funds were in high school. Why didn't they teach you the difference between a 30-year mortgage and a 15-year mortgage in high school? Oh, well, Kevin, they didn't have time. They were teaching us trigonometry 7 and all. Guys, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. So they don't want you having financial literacy because they want you being a 9-to-5 wage earner paying your taxes. You think the rich pay taxes, guys? Donald Trump's tax return came out. You know how much taxes Trump paid? 0. Oh, Kevin, you're being hard on Trump. No, I'm not mad at Trump. I want to pay 0 taxes legally. I want who's Trump's CPA? I want him. So it's not that I want the rich to pay their fair share. No. I want to pay my fair share. I want you watching this, because if you're watching this, you're probably pretty smart. You probably work pretty hard, and you probably make, a decent living. You probably make a decent living. You've probably paid more in taxes than you damn well should have. And knowing what your tax money is going to, go read the omnibus spending bill, guys. I don't need to tell you this. Go read the bill for yourself and say, man, I'm really glad my tax money is going to go look at it. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, guys, that's enough political rant for now. Check this out, guys, from MSN. Could this industry spark a Bitcoin rally? Uh-oh, there is a new trend emerging in the world of Bitcoin mining. Traditionally, Bitcoin mining was done either by individuals or companies that had the resources to power the energy-intensive computer rigs. So check out what it says here, guys. The decision to pursue Bitcoin mining is a growing trend among energy providers in the U.S. Oil and natural gas companies such as ExxonMobil are utilizing excess natural gas that would have otherwise been released in the atmosphere or burned off to power their own Bitcoin mining operations. We've talked about this before, guys. ExxonMobil, largest oil and gas companies in the world, is adapting, is taking on Bitcoin mining because why not, guys? They have so when you're driving past a refinery and you see those towers with the flames coming out, guys, they're burning off excess gas. Now they're burning off into the atmosphere, which is creating pollution. So by having a Bitcoin mining, it's actually going to make the air a little cleaner, make the runoff a little cleaner, but it's also not wasting the energy because it's just cheaper for them to burn it off than it is to, store it or transport. It's just cheaper for them to burn it off because there's other products that they're making in these refineries. So super, super bullish, guys. I'm invested a lot in crypto and Bitcoin mining companies, guys. I think that's the future. I think that, because of the whole, ESG carbon BS narrative. And I think that this is going to solve a lot of those problems. And guys, I'm all about the environment. At the end of the day, I really am all about the environment. And, what our overlords at the WEF, what they want you to think is that you are the problem, that, your car, or your house, having your lights on, that you are the problem with the carbon emission. But no. The biggest carbon emissions come from corporations, from large corporations, and come from China. So if you ever hear any politicians or any activists talking about pollution or the environment, say, hey, when are you going to go protest the big oil refiners? BP spilled how many millions of gallons of oil in the Gulf of Mexico? So I don't need to be lectured from these giant corporations on pollution and carbon emission when they are the ones doing it. So anyway, guys, super bullish for Bitcoin crypto mining. All right, Yahoo Finance. This is crypto extinction. Peter Schiff predicted the 2008 financial crash. Now he sees the total destruction of digital currencies very soon. 3 assets he likes instead. All right, guys, so another Shifty Shift article, another doom and gloom, another crypto going to zero, and I'm going to say it here. I'm going to say it again. For one, I'm going to try to get Peter on this channel, and y'all are going to watch. You're going to watch his show when I get him on this channel, but if I can get him on. But this is interesting because what I'm starting to realize, now I see who Peter Schiff is. Now I really see, and not saying anything against him, not saying he's not smart, not saying he's not right about a lot of stuff. Now I see who he is. And who he is are you guys familiar with who Skip Bayless is in ESPN? And, what Skip Bayless's kind of role was on ESPN was like say these outlandish things that, turn people's head, get people to click articles, get people to keep watching, and in spring vigorous debate. Debate's good for ratings. Contradicting opinions is good for ratings. So, that shock factor. So, guys, I just showed you the largest bank in the world adopting all this technology. I just showed you the largest oil and gas company in the world. Like, oh, no, we're in this stuff. Like, we're taking it. And then I show you this article. Let's read it again. This is crypto extinction. Peter Schiff predicted the 2008 financial crash. Now he sees the total destruction of digital currencies very soon. 3 assets he likes instead. Do you guys think he really believes this? And I will say this again, that this dude, he's going to do a 180 on crypto very soon. I'm not going to give a timeline. And he's probably going to launch an NFT. And then all of this is just going to disappear. And he's, stuff changed, policy changed. He'll come up with some BS reason. But let's go look at the 3 assets that he likes better. Because he says that 3 assets he likes instead of crypto. And hey, guys, make your own financial decisions. If you think Peter Schiff's right, then go buy all of this instead of Bitcoin. So first, gold. We all know gold is, Peter Schiff's a gold bug. And he says this, the problem with the dollar is it has no intrinsic value, he once said. Gold will store its value, and you'll always be able to buy more food with your gold. All right, guys, so let's think about what he said. So you need to buy food. Are you going to walk to the grocery with a gold bar and say, I would like to buy food? Are you going to pull out the smelting tool and start smelting gold bullion into, like, this is nonsense. This is nonsense. I'm not saying that gold doesn't have intrinsic value, but what I'm saying is that the exploration in the gold, if you think the crypto market is manipulated, go look up the gold market, how manipulated that is. And also, too, guys, space exploration is really just kind of getting started. These resources that are on this planet, they're all throughout the universe. What about when we find an asteroid? The asteroid might hit the Earth filled with gold. And then what? Also, too, Bitcoin has a fixed supply. We do not know what the fixed supply of gold is because it's under the earth. Who knows how much there is? Who knows how much they're telling us is there? Who knows how much they're hoarding and waiting to dump on the market? These are things we do not know, guys. So while gold does have a lot of intrinsic value, I would not feel comfortable putting a large amount of my portfolio in gold. I mean, you could just look at the gold returns since the inception of Bitcoin. Bitcoin absolutely crushes gold since the inception of Bitcoin. So next asset he likes, recession-proof income stocks. Dividend stocks offer investors a great way to earn passive income stream, but some can be used as a hedge against recessions. Case in point, the second largest holding at Euro Pacific is cigarette giant British American Tobacco. All right, guys. And then, Schiff's fund owns a bunch of shares of Philip Morris. All right, guys. So do you want to own do you want to own cigarette company stocks that are like the number one cause of cancer in this country? Is that something you want to put your money in? Because if you do, hey guys, I'm not the morality police. If that's what you want to do, I don't want to invest in stuff that kills people. Not interested. I don't want to invest in these big tobacco companies that, frankly, has big tobacco done anything good for society, for the world? So yeah, guys, Peter Schiff's Peter Schiff's a genius. Go give all your money to Philip Morris. Really? I'm not even gonna, guys. I don't want it to get too political, but I could just go on and on. All right, agriculture. When it comes to playing defense, there's one recession-proof sector that shouldn't be overlooked: agriculture. It's simple. Whatever happens, people still need to eat. Schiff doesn't talk about agriculture as much as precious metal, but Euro Pacific owns 124,000 shares of fertilizer producing nutrient. All right, so what Peter Schiff is missing about agriculture, guys, I don't want to invest in any large conglomerates to have anything to do with agriculture, guys. I believe that farmers are the backbone of this country. And I think that, these big, the World Economic Forum talks about, we're going to this new system where, the big corporations handle all the farming and, produce this genetically modified meat, all this Bill Gates fake meat. Yeah, no thanks. Not investing in any of that, guys. Not investing in any type of, fertilizers. No, it's not happening, guys. It's not. Yeah, can you make money in investing in these Bill Gates fake, meat, fake farming companies? Yeah, you can. I'm more into regenerative farming and, ranchers, individual ranchers selling their meat and their farm products direct to consumer. I'm into farmers markets. I'm into, local. That's what I'm into. So no, me and Peter, you guys, hey, maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I don't know anything. Maybe all, gold, Philip Morris. Maybe that's going to be the play, guys, that you're going to make millions in, but not for me. Not for me. Anyway, guys, next story. Russia's largest bank issued gold-backed digital financial assets. The issuance becomes the second major operation of the bank with the new class of assets. So, guys, we're hearing a lot about this. That, before, obviously the dollar, got off the gold standard in 1971. And, these new digital assets, with Russia and other countries are starting to do, hey, we can have digital assets, a digital dollar, but let's back it by gold. Now, that is something I can get on board with, guys, because anytime you can have, a physical object backing your digital assets, and of course, in a non-corrupt Federal Reserve type system, that's something I can get behind. So I'll definitely continue to cover that because I think that that's going to be the future. Now, I think that, if you have gold backing your Bitcoin, that would be a great thing as well. Or any precious metal. Guys, if you have a precious metal back in a stable coin, I think that's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Next story, guys. SBF gets prison advice. Shave head, deepen voice, and listen to rap. Martin Shkreli. Guys, Martin Shkreli, he's the guy that believe he was making all the money off the insulin shots or something. He got in a lot of trouble, one of the most hated people. He outlined that Sam isn't exactly going to be someone that fits into prison and that he needs to rebrand himself to fit in and make friends. Yeah, I don't see Sam making any friends in prison, guys. And I don't think there's any makeover he can do that he's going to be accepted in prison because, you know what? I'm going to be nice. Last story, guys. 450,000 Bitcoin moved to cold storage in 2022. Around 550,000 Bitcoin left the exchange reserve, shrinking the amount of Bitcoin held on exchanges to less than 12% of the total supply. So, guys, it's interesting. Bitcoin supply on exchange continues to drop. Big players are continuing to enter the game. Supply shock is coming. You heard it here first, guys. I'm not going to give a timeline. I'm not going to give price predictions, guys, but the on-chain metrics don't lie. It's just math. Anyway, guys, if you made this far in the video, guys, drop me a 100 emoji in the comments. I'm Classic Kev. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. I'm out. Peace.